Funny and Frank Show live from the Morongo Casino Studios in Los Angeles, California. Paul Rodriguez here to promote the LA Comedy Short Film Festival, the Shorts Film Festival and Screenplay Competition that premieres April 4th. The festival hits record submission numbers. International entries also highest in festival history. It's the largest comedy film festival nationwide, and it premieres in downtown Los Angeles April 4th through the 7th. And Paul Rodriguez is going to be here. He's going to be speaking on a panel.
Yeah.
There he is. Get on in here, man.
Hi. How
Good
are you,
to see you, Paul.
I'm good. I had no idea it takes an hour and a half to get from Studio City to here.
Yes.
And there's just too many people.
It is a nightmare getting here. I mean, we come very early in the morning, so it's no big deal. You know, at 4:30 in the morning, it's easy. But even getting home, you're just like, are you kidding me?
I think the problem's gotten worse because people from other countries where they don't have to take a driver's test have licenses.
Right.
To that, so you hear a lot of profanity, in different languages, which is educational.
Yeah, it's educational.
But,
It's like Rosetta Stone for curse words on the phone.
It's the Rosetta Stone for anger. People shaking their fists, but
I know. I'm sorry it took you so long to get here.
no, I apologize because I allotted for time. I got up a good hour and a half, and then I took a male shower.
Right.
So that took 2 minutes off, and then
We're just putting on a hat.
put on a hat.
Me too.
Smell your clothes. Go. This one will do.
Pick
That's
something
good.
up.
And then I was off, but it's I apologize for being late, but
No, you're not
Also,
late.
it's a cultural thing. I got several excuses for it.
Oh yeah.
So,
In LA, all you have to say is traffic, and it's just a universal excuse. No one really questions it. It's like, okay.
The worst part about it is that if it's going to really slow down, what upsets me is if it's going to slow down, come to a halt, there should be blood on the surface. There should be something tragic. Not like somebody just a fender bender. There's no injuries and people just stop and look and we all cuss out people for doing that, but we do it ourselves. We slow down and go, hey, look at that, and then it's just rubbernecking.
It's the thing is, I remember when where I grew up, and not that there's a lot of traffic, but if you did happen to have a fender bender or hit somebody else, you would both pull over and get off to the side of the road. You wouldn't just stop in the middle of the lanes and get out and do all your business right there. And everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Let me call my insurance guy.
Great.
Yeah. The reason is because of attorneys. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They want somebody's got to take pictures. If you move it, that other guy could. So it's all. It's like if everything. I think Shakespeare was right. We got to get rid of all these lawyers because it's. They affect your life in everything.
Right.
Right now I'm in the middle of 3 suits.
Really?
Yeah. I get sued so much, it's ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, I've been sued by my father-in-law. I'll tell you where my life is. I spend more time in court than working on anything.
Paul, my God.
I'll tell you,
Can you talk about that, or is it still in court? I mean,
No, I can talk about the ones that have already happened.
What was the issue?
Well, my father-in-law sued me because I went on the Spanish television on Christina. And made a joke. The Christina is like the Oprah of.
Was she like a blonde lady?
Yeah, she's like not a real blonde.
Well, yeah.
But a Latina blonde.
Yeah.
Anyways, she asked me why didn't I marry the mother of my son, and I said, well, I just felt uncomfortable that with a shotgun, on my back, and it was just a joke,
that old joke, right? Yeah.
And he sued me. I tried to settle out of court. I said, listen. You're still in my family. We're cool because I've been cool to him before, So I said, look, I'll give you $50,000 and we'll go away. You go have a nice Christmas, my bad, and everything's cool. He told his lawyer, and his lawyer said, well, if he'll give us $50,000 for that, he'll give us $250,000.
Oh my God!
So I said, for $250, we're gonna dance. So we went. I won.
He'll shoot me for $250.
I won.
Oh my God, Paul!
I won. It cost me $300,000, and no, really, because he appealed. It cost me $300,000. So I didn't feel like a winner at all. He didn't lose anything because the lawyer he had was on contingency. They got to do something about that. Somebody's going to sue you. The loser should pay. People
and obviously, you cannot listen. You cannot sue over an obvious joke.
No, here's the thing.
It's a joke.
Donald Trump recently sued Bill Maher for the prove that you're not a
they could sue you for anything. Like the old saying is that you could indict a ham sandwich. Well, you can sue anybody for anything. The courts are open. They're clogged up for real suits. So I've been sued for example, for defaming somebody who wasn't even famous. And I said, well, listen, I won't name the individual. I said, I bet I can walk down the street and 10 people, ask 10 people, tell them your name, and they won't know who you are.
Right.
And he took me up on that, and we actually filmed it, and we brought it before the court. None of them. They said that it was staged. So we said, you're welcome to do it yourself. He himself went out there and was telling people, you've seen me on this and you've seen me on that, and people were going, no, so it was thrown out. But that was
awesome, Paul.
That was about another lot of money, wasted money, So it's ridiculous, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I actually have to pay more insurance now. If you have any kind of, I would say, celeb, it would behoove you to have a certain insurance that's called what is it? The no.
Yeah.
Something protection,
like an umbrella type thing that covers everything.
It's gotten to the point it even affects your comedy. Your second.
I was just going to
ask him that too.
On stage where you have to worry about that, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous because I guess.
You make people sign waivers when they walk in to hear your act.
It hasn't gotten to that yet. I'll probably retire before I do that. But it's gotten to the point where you have to, free speech isn't free. Trust me, I got the bills to show you. I got the checks.
We know that.
It has a price. There was a Supreme Court judge said that freedom of speech doesn't mean you could holler, fire in a theater. Those things are natural. But I think if you're a public person and then you hear comics talking about so and so and so and so, if you make a joke, let's say about the Kardashians, let's say, whether you like them or not or whatever, their celebs are out there. If you make a joke about them, they actually could sue you. They haven't. They won't. I trust they won't because I'm a fan.
They like
exactly. We are too.
I'm a fan. But people can sue. They can sue for that.
So when you're going to be on this panel on Saturday at the LA Comedy Shorts Film Festival, then when you got these young people who are writing these shorts and the industry, and they're asking you these questions, it's almost like you're saying, hey, it's a different world.
Can I tell you the truth or I give you some BS answer?
Do something else.
Well, I think there you can go to any college and learn how to be an accountant or learn how to be a business person, but I don't think there's a course that will teach you how to keep what you got or how to handle any amount of success. Look, I know where I'm at. I'm not exactly unknown, and I'm not exactly the hottest. I've been hot. There's just an ebbs and flows of a career, but I didn't come from a situation where I had money, so I think there should be a course that teach people how to handle success, because when success is on and when you're on the A list and when the phone is ringing all the time, you have a tendency to believe that hey, you're not wrong, you're right, that you're charming, that everything's cool. You have no concept that one day it'll slow down, if not end altogether. And you have to be able to how to handle that, My son is very well known now, but I remember when he was a kid.
Skateboarder, right?
Yeah, he's off the hook. He's very, very well known. As a matter of fact, if you Google my name, there's like 13 pages then me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool,
there's a Paul Rodriguez. It's just you'd be surprised how many times I go to places. We'll have Paul Rodriguez, and I walk in and they go, hey. We wanted the other one.
Yeah, where's that Paul Rodriguez?
Where's Junior? I get that all the time. And if somebody's going to steal your spot, it might as well be your son. But what I'm saying is that I remember being offered a TV series by Warner Brothers for him. We did a pilot, and they said, well, the good news is they want Paul Rodriguez. The bad news is they want your son. So they want to develop. And I wasn't, I wasn't married with his mom or nothing, but we're friends. But I refused to allow him to go into a TV series, because I don't think children, there might be other mature children, but the statistics just go to prove that they're very few.
How old was he when this was happening?
He was 12.
Oh, yeah.
I had done a Pepsi commercial with him, and they cut the notice because he was naturally gregarious, and he's a charming dude. He's my kid. But, what can I tell you?
He's handsome.
He's a handsome, loving boy. Doesn't take after his mother.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. She sued me too.
I'm just protecting
Anything
you, Paul.
Paul Rodriguez says is not the ideas, opinions of
I'm
his
just a comic. Anyway, so I said no, and for a long time, my son wouldn't. He was young, and it wasn't till he became an adult and we sat down, had a beer, and talked about it, that he really thanked me for it, because I don't think you know how to handle that when you're a child and you don't hear the word no anymore. Nobody spanks you or chastises you or holds you accountable for something, it has a tendency to screw up all your adult views in life. I firmly believe that.
Yeah, this generation. I'm referring to. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and so I'm that whole scene and how I'm getting that angle of it. I think it's like the worthless generation. I mean, they haven't really been, like you said.
They're not prepared for life.
They're really not prepared for
we don't
life,
keep
or the
score.
no,
We don't keep score.
or being able to be
they don't
polite or manners.
Competition and all
competition.
that. They don't understand that there's no losers. Yeah. In the real world, there are losers. There are people who don't win. There's second place, there's third, there's fourth, there's fifth. And I think his mother did a great job. I'll take some credit too, because I never let him slide on things. And although I had money, I never, 10 pairs of pants, son, whatever you want. I never tried to buy his love. He lived well, of course. You never had to chase me down for child support. But I think we did a good job. Now he's successful. Now he's
kicking ass.
He has money. He just bought a beer company, and I hope he
bought
keeps
a beer
his promise.
Oh my God! Frank wants to be best friends with him.
It's what he is, one of those. It's called St. Archer's. I'll give him a plug here. It's not him alone. Him and 10 other X-Game buddies of his put some serious money together, and they bought this beer, and I'm going to drink it.
That's awesome.
We'll drink
it. To have a son who owns part of a beer company.
Oh, man, that's almost like having an attractive daughter that marries a Kennedy or something.
Exactly. It's the best ever.
That's why Latinos have a lot of kids. That's our 401k plan. We compute that into our long period.
Somebody's got to hit.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to wind up in an old folks' home. That's just a given, I'm going to live in his house, and thank God I hit the jackpot with that.
This LA Comedy Shorts Film Festival and Screenplay competition premieres April 4th.
Right.
It's at record submissions, both international and nationally.
It's for everybody. If you're not associated, if you just like to laugh, there's all kinds of panels. There's all kinds of things to do. There's all kinds of. It's our very own. There's nothing like it nowhere.
It's really
else.
good what you guys are doing.
You have Aspen, you have Montreal, you have these comedy festivals. I've been to all of them, but this one right here is really the best one. If you're an actor, there's going to be a lot of people from the industry there. You could get seen. You can find out how to get seen. How to expose yourself.
Network and connect with other people who have like similar.
Exactly. Los Angeles is not a big theater town, but there are ways to do that. I myself, I was appointed by Schwarzenegger to be on the film commission. I'm trying to do what I can on that thing. It's been very hard to fight these older people than me, which is unimaginable. But on this planet, who are set in their ways, but. Los Angeles, if we don't wake up, we're losing our industry to other states and other countries, And I think that we should invest in this industry and keep it here, There's nothing Bollywood's going to teach us. There's nothing nobody's going to teach us.
What's the first thing you would do to change? I mean, it would be to keep industry here.
I'd get rid of the taxes or the cumbersome permits and the over legislation and overdoing. For example, if you want to film a shootout, let's say, in the street, you got to get the permit from that city, and then you got to get a permit from the state, and then you got to get a permit, you got insurance.
That's why everything takes so long.
It's so cumbersome. I think there should be a one-stop shopping place. We should cut out the taxes altogether for these production companies. And a lot of people are going to say, wait, what are we talking about? But look at the money they'll bring in. Still, show business is the number 2 biggest grocer that brings money into California, next to agriculture, believe it or not. And I think we're killing the goose that's laying.
Do away with the taxes and give us points on the film.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Oh.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, you filmed that in my neighborhood.
I think nobody's thought about that. That's a brilliant idea. I think give points to the state.
Yeah.
And have them take the risk with us. With the panel. That's be a good idea because Michigan, we're losing a lot of thanks to Jeff Daniels and his good advocating for Michigan, and then we're losing a lot to New Mexico, a lot to Canada. Canada's reimbursing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is it's a competitive world. America invented capitalism, and we should live by those rules. I'm saying we should hit bottom here and put something that they couldn't follow us.
Right.
That will keep our industry here, keep all the technicians here, and all the jobs and the derivatives that this industry brings. Not only does it bring us fame and attention around the world and keeps us on the cutting edge of innovation, but a lot of the offshoots are just
all
good
the jobs for all the crew guys.
Because one of these days, all we're going to have is just Hollywood Boulevard with what used to happen.
And the smell of urine.
Think of how nice the traffic's going to be.
Oh.
Nobody's
no one's
here.
Paul gets here in 15
Man,
minutes.
You ought to be a defensor. You have to attorney. I'd hire you. You're right. Forget everything I said. I trade all of that for traffic.
Thanks a lot, Paul Rodriguez, for coming
Thank you for
in.
having
Go
me.
check out the LA Comedy Shorts Film Festival and Screenplay Competition. Starts this April 4th through the 7th, right in downtown Los Angeles. The largest comedy film festival nationwide. You can actually go to LA Shorts, LAComedyShorts.com for information. You're going to be on tour next Friday, April 12th.
Yeah, I'll be in a casino here or there. Wherever they have a couple of dollars, I'll be there.
Down in San
explaining
Diego?
why I'm not my son.
Casino Palma. How do you say it? Palma?
They're all disappointed.
Poma.
Palma in Palma
We thought it
Valley.
was Junior. We thought we were coming to see
He's a good skater, but I'm still funnier.
Thanks a lot, Paul, for coming in.
Thank y'all for having me.
1-800-955-KLOS. We are Heidi and Frank.
That was just a little sample of the Heidi and Frank Show on 95.5 KLOS. To get more samples like this and hear all the fun we have, you can do that at 955KLOS.com. Now, to get the show in its entirety on demand, and if you want to watch the show, we webcast it every day, all you have to do is go to HeidiandFrank.com and become a premium package member. Do it right now.